Good evening, everybody. We have a new tornado warning that is now in effect. This is in 4 parts of Greene County, and Dunklin County. Let's go ahead and take a look at Storm Track Doppler 8. We have a new tornado warning. This was just issued here in the last 5 minutes or so. This is for a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. This storm is over Oak Grove Heights, so this is moving into Paragould right now. If you're in Paragould, you need to be in your tornado safe spot at this time. We are starting to get this kind of storm just kind of popped up on everybody. We've been tracking this storm, had a severe thunderstorm moving out of Clay County into Greene County, and the National Weather Service saw some rotation with this storm. This rotation is going to be north of Paragould, right there around Oak Grove. So if you're in Oak Grove, if you're in Paragould, Halliday, Marmaduke right now, this is going to stay north of Jonesboro. So people down at the barbecue festival in Jonesboro, this storm will stay north of town. But if you're in Paragould, Halliday, Marmaduke right now, this storm is in effect for you. We'll zoom in. This is the area of rotation right there along Highway 135. Near Oak Grove. That's where we're starting to see that rotation at. The storm is moving down to the southeast at about 35 miles per hour, so this will be moving into Paragould very, very quickly. Now, like I said, at 6 o'clock, we were not expecting tornado. We were expecting more severe thunderstorms. Hopefully, this is just some strong winds gusting out from the storm right now, but there is a signature north of Paragould, right there around Oak Grove. This is now east of Beech Grove, so if you're in Beech Grove, you are fine. But if you're in Halliday, Paragould, northern parts of Paragould, Oak Grove, this is now where you're starting to see this potential tornado. I'm going to step over here onto the wall. You can see this is where we're looking at right here. Here's Paragould, there's Oak Grove, there's Highway 135 that moves up to Oak Grove. This is what we're looking at, moving down to the south and east. And I'm sorry that we're having to break into the football game, but we do have this serious storm right now moving into Greene County. So let me zoom out just a little bit. I want to give you a little perspective of what we're seeing right now across the area. We have a tornado warning that's in effect. This does include parts of Craighead County. This does include the city of Paragould. This includes Cardwell. This includes Hornersville. This includes Monette. This includes Leachville. So it's still back up into Greene County. Our main issue right now we want to focus on is in Greene County, around Paragould. This area of rotation is on the north side of Paragould, north of town. This is between Paragould and Leif right now. We'll put on the winds, and we'll show you this area of rotation. It looks like the area of rotation is going to be just to the north of Paragould, moving in towards Halliday. We'll zoom in just a little bit more. We'll get down to street level. So there's Oak Grove Heights. So this is right over Oak Grove right now. There's the Unity community. Zoom in even more. I want to get Greene County roads here. So Greene 521 Road. If you're on Greene 514 Road, Knoxburn, Unity, Cotton Belt, there is Highway 49. That's the blue highway that runs up from Paragould up to Marmaduke. There's Greene 520 Road. If you're in that area, you need to be into the interior part of your house right now, away from windows, and let this storm move off towards the south and east. We're going to zoom out. I want to zoom out and go back to the home view, zoom back into Greene County, and give us a track on this storm as it moves through Greene County. And like I said just a second ago, this does not include the city of Jonesboro, but this does include the city of Paragould. This is moving towards the southeast at about 35 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and just take it from Paragould down to the southeast, 35 miles per hour. About like that. I want to get Monette into the loop. So Paragould, 813. Right now, if you're in Paragould, you need to be in your tornado safe spot. Brighton, 823. Hargrove, 825. Cardwell, Missouri, 828. Macy, that's in northern parts of Craighead County, 834. Leachville, 838. Rington, 841. Buckeye, that's in Mississippi County, 845, Manila 849, Big Lake 853. So really Macy, it says in Macy 834, we'll put Monette with that as well. So still tornado warning in effect. This is for Greene County. Let's go ahead and put on the debris and just make sure that we're not seeing any debris. And I'm not seeing anything that shows debris with the storm, so that's good news, but we still want to be taking our tornado precautions right now. If you live in Paragould, this is the main part right now in Paragould. This is where we want you to be in your tornado safe spot. Paragould, Halliday, even into Marmaduke. I think this goes just to the south of Marmaduke, but just be into your tornado safe spot right now. Tornado warning, like I said, Greene County includes Paragould, Craighead County, Monette, Cardwell, Hornersville, and Dunklin County, Leechville, Manila, there in Mississippi County. So let's take a home view and go back all the way out. I want to show you what we have. That's the only storm we have right now in Region 8. Put back on the radar, and we'll zoom in to this storm. I want to make sure that everybody in Paragould is in their tornado safe spot. Right now it's coming into town. A lot of thunder, a lot of lightning. Strong winds moving into Paragould right now. Halliday, really, if you're in Halliday, Marmaduke, Paragould, all the way down to Carriage Hills on the south side of town, this is where we're watching for this storm to come in. This is coming close to Highway 49. There's Highway 412 that takes you back to Cardwell and Arbor. There's Mounger in this tornado warning as well. Go back to the winds. We still have that little area of rotation. It's near Halliday. So we're seeing the winds coming towards the radar in Memphis right there. Winds away from the radar in Memphis right there. That's where we have the rotation. It's around Halliday. So the National Weather Service office in Memphis went ahead as a precaution. They saw this pop up and issued a tornado warning. This is for Greene County. This is for parts of Dunklin County, and this is also for parts of Craighead County outside of Jonesboro. This doesn't include Brooklyn, but this does include people that live down towards Monette. This does include people that live down towards Black Oak. This does include people back into over towards Leechville. I know that's scary. Those are scary words to say. Tornado warning for Monette and Leechville. We're not even a year past the tornado, but we need to just take this seriously. Be calm. If the kids are at home by themselves, tell them to go ahead and get into that closet, get into that basement, put on a helmet, make sure they put on their shoes before they take cover, because they are going to they need to take cover for this storm that is moving in. Nothing confirmed, but still that radar indicated tornado. Let me clear that off. Put on the debris tracker, and not really seeing anything out there that shows a tornado debris signature right now. That's good news. But strong winds are pushing in through Greene County, moving between Paragould and Halliday. If you're in Paragould, be in your safe spot. If you're in Halliday, really in your safe spot. Marmaduke, Mounds, and down the line in Cardwell. Zoom out just a little bit and put back on the radar so we can show you what y'all normally see, the how hard it's raining mode. We have this pretty good storm in Greene County. The National Weather Service office in Memphis has gone ahead and issued that tornado warning. And I'm going to check with the National Weather Service office to see if there's anything else. They have not said anything else, and I haven't seen anything on Twitter just yet, but I've seen the pictures of very vivid lightning in Paragould. So that's what you're seeing right now in Paragould. Strong winds, hail, and this potential possible tornado moving through Greene County. Like I said earlier, we did not expect this a little bit earlier. We were expecting some more, just that strong winds and hail, but that tornado signature did pop up a while ago. What were you saying, Caleb? I'm sorry. We have Chief Meteorologist Ryan Vaughn. He's out in Greene County right now. I don't know if Ryan can hear me. Can you hear me, Ryan?
Aaron, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ryan. What you seeing right now?
Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys can see my I'm heading up to Marmaduke to see that hail that was coming in, because I had
I think we're having a little trouble hearing Ryan. So let's go back to Storm Track Doppler rate, where he said he's moving up to Marmaduke. We're driving up to Marmaduke. He's in some bad cell service. So if y'all hear him again in the back, let me know. We'll go back to Ryan here in just a second. But I want to make sure that people in Paragould know that you are still under the gun for this tornado warning. This tornado warning goes until, I think, what was it, 8:30? The tornado warning goes until 8:45. The circulation may be opening up just a bit, and that would mean some weakening. To keep an eye on this, they're not going to cancel the tornado warning just yet, but this is moving into Paragould, this is moving into Halliday, this is moving into Marmaduke right now. This, like I said, will stay north of Jonesboro. So people in downtown Jonesboro, if you know people in downtown Jonesboro, they are all right at the moment. This storm should stay to the north and to the east. This will move into the Boot Heel into Mississippi County, but this will move into places like move into places like Monette, Leachville, and Cardwell. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. I want to give another track to make sure that people in parts of Dunklin County, Craighead County, and into Mississippi County have enough lead time with this storm as it moves into your area. So the storm is really through parts of, let me clear this out right quick. We'll do this again. This is moving into Paragould, Marmaduke, and Halliday right now. This is moving down to the southeast about 35 miles per hour. And I want to make sure that we can get everybody in here that we can. So Marmaduke right now, Bard 828, Miller 831, Cardwell, Missouri 830, Missouri 841, Leachville, Arkansas 840, Arkansas 849, 854 there in Buckeye, 857 in Manila, 901 in Big Lake. So you have right now, it's 8:20 right now. You have about 10 to 15 minutes in Auburn and Cardwell, about 15-20 minutes if you live in Leachville, and about 30 minutes as you head into Manila. So we have some time farther down. But if you live in Marmaduke, if you live in Paragould, if you live in Halliday, if you live up Highway 49, anywhere between Paragould and Marmaduke, your time is up now. You need to be in that tornado safe spot. Hopefully, all we're seeing was some strong winds moving through this, but let's be safe. It is 8:21 on a Saturday evening. We were expecting some thunderstorms to move through. Wasn't expecting a tornado warning. I just want to be very honest, but these things can pulse up and pulse down really quickly. So we want to make sure everybody is prepared. I know that the football game's going on ABC. We will get back to that as soon as this tornado warning expires. But as long as we have a tornado warning inside Region 8, we're going to be covering this tornado warning because we want to make sure everybody has enough lead time with this storm moving in. Let's go ahead and take a look at winds one more time. Not seeing that tight rotation anymore. That's good news, but there's still some strong winds. This is now moving to the east of Paragould, east of Halliday. Give it another 5 or 10 minutes in Paragould. Let this storm move just a little bit farther east. This area of rotation is still north of Highway 412. So there's Highway 412 that goes from Paragould back to Cardwell and eventually takes you up to Kennett. This is about to cross Highway 135 that takes you there from the river, right before you get to the St. Francis River, up to Mounds. That's where we're seeing, I think, the best chance of any rotation. So in the Mounds area, down to Highway 412. This will cross into Missouri before the next little bit. So if you live in Cardwell, if you live in Arbor, if you live in Hornersville, there's Zenith, there's the Reeves community. If you're in those areas, if you live in Leachville, there's Leachville. Monette's right there. There's Red Onion. There's Mr. T's right there. As you cross the St. Francis River into Missouri, out of Greene County, that's where we see Mr. T. So if you are familiar with those areas, please take your tornado precautions. Let's zoom in a little bit farther here into Greene County, give you some county roads here in and around Mounds. So Greene 839, there's Greene 823 Road. Highway, I think that was Highway 135. That's Highway 139 that runs up to Mounds. There's the St. Francis River. There's Greene 811 Road. If any of these roads are familiar with you, please be in your tornado safe spot for the next 10 to 15 minutes. It won't be long. This storm will move out of your area, and then we can go back to our evening across across Greene County. We'll zoom out. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Give another look. Put back on radar, and I want to show what we're seeing on radar one more time. Could be seeing some hail around Halliday, so don't be surprised if you're seeing hail between Paragould and Marmaduke right now. The leading edge of that strong wind is starting to move into right there along the St. Francis River. So if you live in Arbor, if you live in Cardwell, you'll be next. Paragould, the heaviest of the storm is north and east of you. This may scoot just to the north of Paragould, but still, if you live in Paragould, give it another 5 to 10 minutes. We want to make sure that you are safe and everything. And eventually, this moves into parts of Craighead County. So if you live in Monette, there's Monette. Leechville's right there. In Manila is just right there, just at the bottom of your screen. We want to make sure that you are in your safe spot right now. We have, who shot? I'm sorry. We have meteorologist Zach Holder and Chief Meteorologist Ryan Vaughn. They're out and about right now, but that shot's frozen up. Can't really see anything. Let's go back to radar. I want to make sure that we keep an eye on this storm, give another track. I want to make sure everybody in this tornado warned storm is ready just in case you have to take cover. So this moving towards the southeast about 35 miles per hour. Again, if you live in Hargrave, that's right there on the St. Francis River, 826, Cardwell 830. Hollywood there in Dunklin County, 838. Leechville, 841. Hornersville, 844. If you live around Big Lake, 856. Half Moon, 9 o'clock, 903. Toward the Little River community that's just south of Highway 18 there before you get to Dell. And then into Hightower, this time of arrival is 9:03. Let's show you how much lightning we have with the storm. This is a very electric storm too. If it's not producing a tornado, it's probably producing large hail, some frequent cloud to ground lightning outside right now. So you need to be inside, but if you're in this tornado warning, you need to be in your tornado safe spot. Like I said, this does not include the city of Jonesboro. You may be hearing the sirens going off in places like Brooklyn Bay and Jonesboro. I don't know if they've set the sirens off, but they may have set the sirens off because of the tornado warning for Craighead County. The tornado warning does not include those portions of Craighead County. It includes places like Black Oak and over towards Monette, and then into parts of Mississippi County. If you're in Blytheville, Gosnell, Big Lake, Blytheville and Gosnell, you may have the sirens going off because there's a small sliver of Mississippi County that's in this tornado warning. That includes places like Leechville, parts of Manila, back up towards Buckeye, and then southern parts of Dunklin County. It looks like they have just canceled the tornado warning for Craighead for this storm. So I just want to give one little final overview. The tornado warning is now has been canceled, so no longer a tornado warning in effect for any of our Region 8 counties. We do now have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has replaced this storm. That does include Greene County, parts of Dunklin County, southern parts of Pemiscot County, northern half of Mississippi County, and that small sliver of Craighead County. So from Paragould to Blytheville, we now have a severe thunderstorm warning. We will stay here and we'll keep an eye on this storm just in case it pulses back up and they may start to try to rotate again. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and send it back to regular programming. Make sure that you have notifications on your phone, and make sure that you stay close to the TV tonight just in case we have to break back in.